Have you? Hopefully you're indoors, Mario.
Yeah.
I stepped out earlier, and I say this all the time. It just felt like a blanket of heat that's just out there, and we've been talking about the fire danger and grass fires, and it's just a whole lot going on with this hot weather out there.
Absolutely. I mean, one of the things that I want to stress is that this heat, it's not something that just impacts, spotty areas, kind of like a storm does. It impacts everyone in the same way, and it's widespread, which is why we have another heat alert today. This is not come as a surprise, but an excessive heat warning does continue, this until 8. This is for heat index of 110 to 113, maybe at times slightly higher. Anywhere that you are located in North Texas, you're dealing with some kind of a heat alert, and those temperatures are already climbing quite rapidly. Our fire danger does continue for another day. I am expecting this for tomorrow as well, just because we are going to have very similar conditions. The heat will just be a couple of degrees lower. Now, this does include all of I-35 and towards the west. This is for triple digits. This is for dry fuels that are in place. The dry fuels, by the way, we got an update on the drought monitor this morning. This is what it was last week, and as expected, it did not improve. In fact, some spots did get a little worse over the last week. It has to do with the high heat. It has to do with the lack of rain that we're seeing, and which is very common this time of the year. But Tarrant, Denton, Wise, and Parker County now under a severe drought. Some spots just to the southwest under extreme drought. So definitely make sure to keep that in mind, especially when considering the activities that could lead to sparks. Burn bans are in place. Johnson, Hood, Palo Pinto, Jack, and Young County, just to name a few. I will post this on social media so you can get a closer look, but just make sure to check with your county for the latest info. This is just the latest info as of this morning. So Cedar Hill right now, we're looking at a beautiful blue sky with some cloud cover overhead. Temperature does make it to about 99 degrees around 1. I am expecting another day of triple digit heat with 103 around 3, 104 around 5, and a southwest wind at 5 to 10, so slightly lower than yesterday, but certainly that southwest wind helping bring in not just the warm air, but also the slightly drier air. With that being said, I think we still will have enough humidity to factor in a heat index today. With a high near 105 in Fort Worth, 104 for Denton and McKinney, about 101 in Greenville, 103 in Decatur, and 105 in Mineral Wells. Again, the heat index up to 113 at times. That's why that excessive heat warning is in place. Today and tomorrow, triple digits. The heat index also in the triple digits. We have a front coming in late Friday, and that's what's going to keep our highs in the mid 90s on Saturday, upper 90s on Sunday, with triple digits returning early next week. So the dome of heat that's bringing this intense heat is going to move and center itself across the desert Southwest, unfortunately making things quite a bit worse for the desert Southwest, and then eventually shifting closer to the Four Corners over the weekend. So this is what's going to allow a front to move into the area. So with that high pressure out of the way, this front is going to move in, likely making it into North Texas Friday late in the afternoon and evening. So this is around 7. As this moves south, it could tap into some moisture, and if the conditions are right, we will see that potential for rain. Only 20% coverage for us, unfortunately, and as this moves to the south through the day Saturday, we're going to see some added cloud cover and some areas of spotty rain. I think the better opportunity does come in central and in east, as well as southeast Texas, but that'll be something that we're watching. I am not expecting severe weather with this, but I am expecting to see a little more cloud cover, and that in turn is going to help keep our temperatures slightly lower. Unfortunately, not a big rainmaker for us. We shouldn't pick up much rain, if any. We could see a trace along our far eastern counties, and unfortunately, Saturday is our best opportunity for rain in the next 10 days. After this weekend, we are back into the triple digits. I don't see any records that are in jeopardy, but we could still settle into a long streak come Monday. We'll be back.